Good morning to those of you that are watching. This is Mike, Logan in flight, sitting here on top of Terminal B parking garage on a Saturday morning. If you guys joined me last night and you're here now, you're as crazy as me. I got Frontier coming in, Flippin' Bob, the bottlenose dolphin livery for Frontier. I'm already kicking my stand and everything. All right. Came in from Orlando. We have Delta heading to Norfolk, E175. Flight number 5803. Got Alaska in the alley here. This is heading to Seattle, eventually. Those just joining, how you guys doing? This is Mike, Logan in flight. Terminal B parking garage. Having some early morning fun here at Logan. If you were on last night and you're here now, like I said, you're as crazy as me. But I figured I'd come out here, have a little fun. See some Frontiers. We don't see Frontiers a lot at nighttime here for sure. They land in the morning and then they land again at about 1 o'clock in the morning. So it's cool to see these, and this one's pretty good, the bottlenose dolphin one. But yeah, just like I said, just having fun out here. The chat's on members only mode. Give my mods a break here, a little bit early for them. This is a sort of a surprise show. I hinted last night, wasn't sure if I was going to do it or not, but I'm here. Here's Delta heading to LaGuardia, 737, 800. A lot of noise in the alley here. All right, next taking off is Delta heading to Asheville. Contact Apache. All right, we got a Cape Air coming in behind the Frontier here, coming in from Augusta, Tectum 2012. I'll be popping in here at the Cape Air Corral. Beautiful morning here today. Blue sky, just some wispy clouds up there. The sun is out. It is looking nice. Got some people loading up on Cape Air there, Tectum 2012. Doing their next to the plane luggage check. So Alaska will be heading to Seattle, and then we have a JetBlue just pulling out. This will be heading to San Francisco, flight 1833. Blue carpet treatment, all right. Yeah, it's nice and quiet here. Just got some gate activity going on in front of us here, which is always fun to watch. And yeah, it's gonna be out there for a little bit. Maybe get a Korean Air coming in. Bunch of other, a couple more Frontier flights taking off coming in. I did see Porter, the E190 that just landed before I set up here. So that's you'll see that take off. We used to see in the Porter turboprops, not that. So hey, we'll see that as well. Betsy, good morning. How are you? so you know that the chat is members, so that should keep everything pretty straight, and you guys can take a little break. I can monitor the chat, but if you just want to enjoy, you guys can just enjoy. No problem with that at all. All right, next coming in, we have Bermuda Airlines. See if I can find it. E190, flight 301. Dudley, how you doing? Good morning. Cat Nerd, good morning. I like the tail on this plane too. All right, next coming in, we have a Delta coming in from Jacksonville, an E175. Oh, we get taken off. What's taking off here? Delta heading to San Juan. An A321neo. Yeah, it is a beautiful morning here today. Except for that brick. There's that Delta that just arrived. Came in from Jacksonville. Yeah, I woke up this morning. My daughter was at work. My son was heading to work. My wife wasn't quite home yet. She had an event this past few days. So I'm like, I'm by myself. I might just go to Logan. Even though I was only here, I don't know, less than 12 hours ago. Next coming in is American Airlines and E175 coming in from LaGuardia. This is Republic Airlines. Yeah, today is a great Castle Island day. Slight breeze, not obscenely hot like it will be later on this week, which is not a bad thing. And yeah, great views. The way they're landing today, they'll take off right over Castle Island, probably for most of the day. This should be the pattern. The winds don't seem to be changing too much. So they're landing on 22 left, coming in from the top right. Oops, got my cords all messed up here. From the top right to the lower left, and taking off on the orange. And that direction of takeoff goes right over Castle Island, so you get some great views of that. And any big planes that land will turn around the end of the runways, so you get some great views of the profile of planes from Castle Island. So Castle Island is pretty good today. There is a Governor's Island, which is on Logan, so when these planes land, it will go behind a mound, so you won't see it all the way. But you'll get some great takeoffs and everything. All right, taking off, we have a JetBlue heading to San Francisco, an A321, flight 1833. Yeah, so this will fly right over your head at Castle Island. That's a good choice today. And next coming in is a JetBlue from Detroit. A220, flight 1336. We got I guess our Bermuda's tail fin there, yep. Heading up back to Terminal E. We got Alaskan Airlines heading out to 22 left for takeoff. Heading to Seattle, the longer of the two runways out there. But first we got a JetBlue coming in from Fort Lauderdale. I think, where is it? There it is. This is A321, flight 690. Also have a Delta lining up on 22 right. Almost there, it's not quite there yet. Oh, we have a Florida special here. They're going to put the sunblock on the nose. Coming in from Fort Lauderdale. SPF 50 on the nose of the plane there. Is that Alaskan out there? End of 2-2. And we have another plane coming in from Nashville. A JetBlue, an A220, flight 2006. In Master, good morning. How are you? All right, we got Delta taking off over here. It's already past the gates here. Heading to Detroit. All right, hold on one second here, guys. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I do have a regular job, and things happen during the weekend, so just get notified about something and had to follow up on it. All right, where are we with planes here? Let's see. I felt like I was lurking and working as myself. I have my permit, so I'm all set there, Eric. Just my 9 to 5 giving me a call. All right, we have that Alaskan Airlines on 22 left. Finally getting clearance to get out of here. We're heading to Seattle. A 737-900, flight 537. Yeah, I don't mind getting calls on the weekend from work, but if it's something that I didn't do. I'll go right behind the building here, unfortunately. There's a little Cape Air love down here. All right, what we got coming in here? We have Air Canada coming in from Toronto. Flight 756. All right, we got that Fort Lauderdale flight coming in here with the SPF 50 on the nose. This is the blue. All right, nothing coming in right now. We got a bunch of planes heading out there. We got like 5 planes heading out. So, you guys just joining? Here we are on the rooftop, the sun deck of Terminal B Parking Garage. Having some fun here today. We got the Cape Airs out there. We got a whole bunch of Cape Airs. They'll be in and out of here all day long, being the weekend and all. And yeah, we're just enjoying it. The chat is members only. Giving my mods a little break today. So you don't have to worry about, don't have to be too intense in the mod. If you want to do anything, feel free. But yeah, that's really it. And just gonna be out here as long as I can, as long as work lets me, it sounds like. But we'll go from there. All right, we have You see Southwest lining up to head to Baltimore, Washington International. So that should be getting out of here pretty soon. It's a 737 MAX 8, flight 4552. And nothing coming, something coming in, something far away. What is that? It's like a boutique air coming in from Messina. That's a little far away. Can't quite get that one yet. And behind it, I saw a JetBlue coming in from Jacksonville. And that's just making the turn to final. So we'll see if what we got coming in here. Like I said, just a Saturday morning, beautiful morning here, just having some fun. All right, Southwest got clearance to take off, and we have that boutique air coming in as well. Let's see if I can get him on here. Let's take a boutique here because they're going to be parking right in front of us here. They know we're up here. Sort of like a friend in the alley here between boutique air, Cape Air. Cape Air has a pilot's lounge over there, and sometimes they're throwing Loganinflight up in the lounge there, watching it. Like I said, boutique air will be coming right in front of us here. All right, next taking off. Oh, we got a Cape Air taking off already. Be heading to Augusta. All right, next to take off, we should have United Airlines heading to Denver, 737-900. Making a liar out of me. Not sure where this American is going. Heading to St. Louis, it says, but not quite yet. Unless it's going back to the ramp. I think it might be going back to the ramp. I think I heard that in the on the chat here. On the sorry, ATC. Let me see, yeah, it's got my phone call. Jean-Michel, good morning, how are you? Happy Saturday. I'm not sure if they're waiting for this plane to clear the area. It is on a taxiway. There we go, now we get United heading to Denver. All right, and arriving, we have a JetBlue coming in from Jacksonville. Also got a Delta taking off, heading to Charlotte, E175. We'll get that on the transfer here. This is flight 810. And this is flight 5647. There it goes. As we got a whole bunch of planes lined up to take off. All right, taking off this Delta, heading to Atlanta. Like, people don't want to be here. I got work calling me, I got texts coming in, phone calls coming in. All unrelated. So, Mel, how you doing? Good morning. All right, next coming in, we have a Delta coming from Atlanta, 757. Flight 987. Also got a Delta taking off, flight 1968, heading to Nassau. I gotta love being a manager. All right, what we got going on here? We got a Southwest out here. Sorry, I'm getting texts from my work. Nothing I can do. I can just only manage things. So to check out once in a while here, just to check that out. I've got American Airlines coming in from Columbus. E175, flight 4642. Oh, and we have a JetBlue taking off, hitting the West Palm Beach. Look at this one here, flight 1321. We got an American here coming from Columbus. This is flight 4642. And also got Southwest taking off, heading to Nashville. Flight 3908, 737-800. All right, next taking off is a Delta heading to Jacksonville. E-175, flight 5597. Diego, how you doing? Good morning. All right, next taking off will be a Delta heading to Savannah. This is not it. just waiting for it. I just had a ladybug land on my computer. I'm going to JetBlue here on the left here, backing out of the alley. This is going to be going to, I believe, St. Thomas. Nice. All right, that Delta's on the roll, heading to Savannah. Now the ladybug's on my screen, blocking the view here. All right, next coming in, we have American Airlines coming in from Charlotte. Just had a Cape Air takeoff. I gotta get this if I can. Heading to Albany. Buzzing the channel. love when they take off and go right behind me. Sky's the limit. All right. Next taking off is the JetBlue heading to Fort Myers. Flight number 1315 and A220. And Delta coming in from Tampa. The Tecnam 2012 heading out of here as well. But we have Delta from Tampa. I know we got some Tampa fans on here. Flight number 2406. And we got another Cape Air buzzing the stream. All right, what's going on now? Sorry, I got some work stuff happening behind the scenes here, so I'm going back and forth between work and enjoying myself here at Logan. All right, let's see. We got a ton of planes lined up. We got, oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I think 12, 13 planes lining up to take off on 2-2. We have Sky's the Limit. We saw this one. And we have American Airlines coming in from Miami. All right, we've United taken to Dulles. Flight 2098, 737, MAX 9. Welcome to Miami. All right. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Next taking off is a Cape Air heading to Iceland. Actually, no, we got a JetBlue here. Heading to Cleveland, flight 641, an A220. Fancy planes have great time camping. All right, we got this JetBlue coming in here. Get the name on this guy while we can. Rhythm and Blues. All right, I like it. Rhythm and Blues, all right. Here's that Cape Air heading to Iceland. All right, next taking off is a JetBlue heading to Reagan, flight 1455. There it comes, an A220. Fancy plans. I could have said anything right now. I got so many things going on. Trying to do the stream here, and I got so many other things hitting me from different directions outside of the stream here. All right, we got JetBlue here taking off heading to Phoenix. A220, flight 303. Next taking off is a Cape Air heading to Bar Harbor. That's going to be a buzz as well, I think. But they're going to be heading north. They'll probably turn around and go right over our heads. And also have a Delta coming in from Memphis. I'm also getting family texts too, so different parts of the family. I don't know. I enjoy chaos. Maybe it's just me. There's that Cape Air taking off. See if we get a buzz of this guy. Oh yeah, definitely. He's already turning towards us. Can't move the camera anymore. All right, next taking off, we have American Airlines heading to Rochester, E175. All right, American Airlines here, heading to Rochester. And American Airlines coming in from Reagan. I gotta get back down there again. That was so fun down there. Someone parking next to me here, which is a good thing, having all these spots open. So it has my selection when I get up here where to stream from. There's American heading to DCA and A319. Oh yeah, Baltimore, Washington International with ATC lady. I turn on live ATC sometimes just to see if she's on. All right, another American here taking off, heading to Charlotte. I get the right camera turned on. Mom, how you doing? So my mom's been texting me too, and I haven't had a chance to do anything with that just because I have work texting me, I got other family texting me, but I will check things out when I get a break here. And we got these silly planes taking off left and right too. Gonna keep doing that. Next taking off is a Cirrus G2 Vision Jet. Heading to Gaithersburg. I hope. There we go, that's it. So getting warm outside and getting heat alerts on some of my cameras here. Basically just means don't touch them. This plane's pretty cool. All right. Got some Cape Air. We got 5 Cape Airs left here. Like I said, they'll be switching in and out here all day long. How you guys doing? This is Mike, Logan in Flight here. Oh, we have Daniel Martin joining the fun on the Funner membership. So cool. Thank you so much. Hope you guys are enjoying this. This is just more of a... Nobody was home at my house, so what am I going to do? I'm going to go to the airport and have some fun down here. And yeah, so that's why we're here today. Sorry, I've been in and out a little bit. Everything seems to be resolved at work. Had some work issues. I am an IT man or a development manager at my company, and things happened and things got resolved, which is really good. So that should be cleared up by now, which is good. So I should be here, hopefully 100% focused here. Next taking off, we have a Delta heading to Reagan in E175, flight 5693. Yeah, if you're not running around with your hair on fire, you're not living. Uh-oh, we got Eric talking to my mom here about the Hard Rock Cafe, Hard Rock Casino there in Tampa area. My mom will be in her car in a couple minutes and she'll be down there, I think. All right, American Airlines coming in from Philly. Philly special. Pensy Planes home right here. You check Pensy Planes here in the chat here. And Pensy Planes on YouTube. He does streams from Philadelphia and other random airports around there. Baltimore. We did DC a few weeks ago. Look forward to DC again. And we got this Republic going to Wilmington. All right. Got a Cape Air heading out of here. That's going to is that Provincetown? Yep, Provincetown it'll be heading to. Once it finds the runway down there, it has to get through all this construction and things that are closed, taxiways and stuff. It will find its way down there. Not sure where Korean Airlines is. I'm just checking to see the map here. It's over the border of Vermont and New Hampshire right now. Oh, we got Frontier taking off. Is that the Manatee? All right. That was Crystal, the Florida Manatee livery for Frontier. We still got the Dolphins in here somewhere. Hey, thank you for the support. So cool, thank you. And it says you subscribe, awesome. Now we got JetBlue heading to, this is St. Thomas. Yeah, it's just beautiful here today. Oh, it's so nice. All right, next coming in is United from Dulles. Have to go down there and do some manatee spotting. And we got two Tectum 2012s heading out of here. They don't want to hang around. First one's heading to Hyannis. Second one's heading to New York, Sonic Lake. This private jet coming in from West Palm Beach. I don't think I saw her come in. All right. Alright, next taking off is a NetJets heading to Watertown. Not Watertown, Massachusetts. It's going to Watertown, 280 miles away from here. The United Airlines coming in from Newark. Oh, we got this little guy already taking off. NetJets heading to Watertown. Alright. Next taking off is American Airlines heading to Phoenix. Flight 1653. Cape Air taking off next. Leave it here for 1 second. It's going to close out any issues I have at work here. Alright, we have a Air Sprint coming in from Halifax, Nova Scotia. Alright, this guy's finally getting out of here. Sorry if I missed a bunch of your texts here. I'm just going through. In Master, you're so welcome. This is fun to do this. And we got JetBlue coming in from JFK. Also have Delta heading to LaGuardia, an E220, an A220, sorry. Flight 9960, so that's probably a, oh jeez. An empty plane, obviously, it's already in the air. Probably a reposition. Wow, that jumped right up. I'm waiting for it to pass in front of the camera, and I look up and it's already almost over my head. Oh yeah, we can watch these planes 24/7 around the world. It's a pretty cool thing to be able to do. All right, we have a Cape Air heading to Sharnak Lake, if I can find it. There it is. This might buzz us too. No, that one's being good. We get JetBlue coming in from Fort Myers. Flight 776. Jean-Michel, thank you so much. A coffee and a mandatory pastry. That will happen today. Thank you so much, Jean. Again, most of my friends ask me why I watch planes. Most of my friends ask me, why do I put planes on YouTube? It's just fun. It's just something about planes. For me, it started when I was little. Remember my grandfather bringing me on a plane when I was really young. And ever since then, it's part of you. Get these beasts flying over your head. There's JetBlue heading to Cancun, flight 771. They think it's boring. They don't know the secret behind it, I guess. We got Delta here coming in from Orlando on A321neo, flight 2436. It's tough to explain to someone something you're passionate about when they have no passion about it. It's just you're just yelling at a wall until they experience it. Sometimes it's just an experience that happens. Maybe a Castle Island over there walking around taking a jog, and there's a plane doing a go around, a low takeover, and like, whoa, what was that? You know. So heading to Hyannis, Cape Air, Tectum 2012. Just following up, just making sure that all right, my work is officially good. Thank goodness. All right, we have Delta coming in from LaGuardia in E175. And we got Wales. We have Wales. Oh, we got Porter. E195 heading to Toronto. Like I said, we usually don't get these. We usually get the turboprops. Not that these don't come here, but this is pretty cool. Alright, heading to Toronto. That's the whale plane right there that made all the racket. I believe. Alright, next taking off we have a Cape Air Tectum 2012 heading to Sonic Lake. And we have Delta coming in from Chicago in A220, flight 2828. All right, United, another JetBlue heading to Bermuda. There it is. At the wrong reference point. Flight number 203. Scott, see you later. Have a good one. You can check in later. I'm not sure how long I'll be out here. I'm not going to be. It's not going to be a day-long thing. It's just going to be a little bit out here. Alright, what we got going on here now? Next taking off, we have a Delta. We do have that Korean Air. Where is that? That's over up near Topsfield area, over Beverly Airport. That should be turning for final pretty soon. Can't quite see it yet. Still far enough away. Maybe I can see it. Alright, here's my case of the zoomies. See if I can see this thing. Looking at something on my screen. That's what I'm looking at, something on my screen. Where did I see it? So I got this light pole. This light pole to the left of it. It doesn't look like Korean Air. Oh, it's a JetBlue. Korean's behind it. I see it now. That's Korean. Well, that's on final. That's on its way here. Sorry, case of the zoomies. Had to do it. It's part of the fun of being out here, you know, just looking around and I think, wait a minute, I can see that plane. Right, where are we here? Next taking off, we have American Airlines heading to Columbus. That's Republic. E-175, flight 4607. JetBlue. Coming in from New Orleans. There we go, New Orleans. Louis Armstrong International Airport. All right. And we have Delta heading to Richmond. Flight 5622, E175. It is pretty nice here today. Nice sunny day. Like yesterday was rainy out. All right, next taking off we have Aeromexico heading to Mexico City. But first we have Korean Airlines coming in. Coming in from Seoul, Korea, Boeing 777-300, 6,827 miles. Said Aeromexico takeoff, but same with Korean here. Still love the blue on this Korean Airlines. We'll see it a little bit passing in review here. We'll turn and go right past us and get a better view of it there. All right, where are we now? Now that the airport's open again, we have JetBlue heading to Las Vegas. Taking off on 22 left. All right. That was an A321, flight 2577. We got JetBlue coming in from Orlando, an A321, flight 552. Not sure, it doesn't say where this is going. But it's making noise, so it gets my attention. We got Korean Airlines coming down taxiway there. And we got a JetBlue coming in from Chicago. And a JetBlue taking off, heading to Sarasota. There's an A220, flight 1012. And A320 taking off, flight 1941. It's gonna make more noise, so I'll stick with this. Didn't notice I make whale noises though. And there's a Korean Air passing in review. Greg, how you doing? Good morning. United Airlines heading to Newark, an A319, flight 2394, about to take off. Got the whale saying goodbye. And Delta here coming in from Nashville. Flight 2509. Not sure what this is. It's flying over. It's got my attention. I'm like a dog, you know. Squirrel! What is that? All right, next coming in, we have Porter coming in from Toronto, a Dash 8. Not the fancy E195. Also have a Delta taking off heading to Nashville. We'll stick with Porter. It's our first turboprop today. What we got going on now? We have United getting ready to take off. This is going to be heading to Houston, 737, 800, flight 1902. Here it comes. I lost it. Where'd it go? It's up there somewhere. There it is. It defied physics when I went through the brick there. We got that American coming in from Chicago. And we got a JetBlue heading to Nashville, an A220, flight 1070. This American here is flight 4616. And next to arrive will be a Delta from Newark. And next to take off is a Frontier. I believe this will be the Dolphins. Let me see. Here's the bottleneck Dolphins, flipping Bob. We'll get Frontier when it starts rolling. There we go. This is Flippin' Bob, the bottlenose Dolphins livery. Flight 3347, sorry, heading to Orlando. Alright, they'll be heading down to Florida. See their friends. We got Delta coming in from Minneapolis. A321, flight 2649. And we got JetBlue heading to Aruba, an A321. Flight 373. If you're just joining us, hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe, turn on notifications. It's the best way you're going to find me out here like today. Today was more of a impromptu. I was here last night. All right, next coming in, we have Sun Country coming in from Minneapolis. Another cool plane we don't usually see at nighttime here. Alright. They'll be passing in front of us as well. Alright, next to come in, whoops, sorry about that. We have JetBlue coming in from Cleveland. A220, flight 940. Nice little hover there for a gentle landing. All right, next coming in, we have JetBlue coming in from Santo Domingo. There it is. All right. Sun Country still taxiing around out there. And we have a Delta heading to Atlanta. Flight 385, A321. And we have Boutique Air. Making a lot of noise out here. I'll be heading back to Messina. American coming in from Myrtle Beach. Dead Rigs, good morning. Got a JetBlue heading to Orlando, an A321. Flight number 651. We got JetBlue coming in from Raleigh-Durham. Flight 6484 and A220. We got JetBlue and A220, flight 267. It's going to be heading to Charleston. All right, 203 likes. So cool, guys. That is awesome. That's really cool. Thank you guys so much. Glad you like this. Just a quick pop-up. It's a members-only chat, just to keep the mods happy, because you know they were here last night. They also mod for some other channels too, so I want to make sure that they're not getting too stressed out here, you know? Although some of them love this so much, which I understand. This is fun. All right, we have American Airlines 737-800 heading to Punta Cana. You can see a plane coming in here. There it is. And we have this plane coming in from Hilton Head, That's the citation longitude. All right, here's that American heading to Punta Cana. And there's a bus checking its brakes. Where are we here? We have Bermuda Airline taking off next. Be heading to Bermuda. Shocker. I think I already got the clearance to go. Also have a Delta coming in from Reagan, E175. We'll get that while we're waiting for Bermuda. I'm sure the people from Bermuda Air want to get out of here. Hearing all this noise with the car next to me unloading. Like, whoa, what's going on here? I'll do Bermuda. All right, they're off to Bermuda. Jeff, good morning. How you doing? And it's great to see the sun here for sure. Yesterday was a little touch and go of the clouds and rain, but it did finally clear up. Ended up being beautiful at nighttime. All right, we have a JetBlue taking off, flight 791. Be heading to Tampa. Nobody here likes Tampa, an A320. Also have a plane sense coming in. From Portsmouth. We'll get the Tampa flight here. There we go, that's for Betsy and Eric there, heading to Tampa. Next taking off will be Boutique Air, heading to Messina. All right, this Boutique came out from behind the buildings, already in the air. We got Frontier from Raleigh, Durham. What is this one? I didn't even see this in the menu. I probably did, just wasn't paying attention. Manuel, the Squirrel Monkey livery. Ah, cool. All right, another Frontier. I'm liking these Frontiers. Now we'll pass the review here as well. Get a nice close shot of that. Next taking off is American flight 4518, 8175, heading to St. Louis. All right, next taking off is American Airlines flight 4486 heading to Chicago. And we got a JetBlue coming in from Raleigh, Durham. Flight 8384 and 8220. All right, they made it safely, and we have Frontier just passing in front of us here. And that's waiting for this JetBlue Punta Cana, an A321 to take off. Flight 1095. All right, next coming in, we have JetBlue coming in from London Heathrow, flight 1621. Didn't realize it was 1621 and 1620 going back. An A321neo. All right, nice landing there. Coming in from London Heathrow. The other night we had First Officer John there. It was the son of one of the gentlemen in the chat. And we got a good zoom in on him. We're going to piece together a little video, send it to him. All right, no one lined up for takeoff right now. We have a JetBlue coming in from Tampa. Must be a big Tampa morning. An A320, flight 192. Yeah, that was really exciting for John's parents. That was cool. Even Alex jumped in. Paul was the pilot. John, he knew them. Great guys. It's always good to hear that about family. You know, that's just neat. All Alright, there's no one lined up out here right now. Next coming in, we have an American Airlines coming in from JFK. Flight 4667, so a little bit away. An absolutely gorgeous morning. All the whales agree. There's the American Flight 4667. So that's JetBlue right there, 1621, making the turn on the taxiway, heading back this way. We'll be heading over to, I believe, Terminal E. I think they have to head over there for international flights. But they'll take off at any terminal here in front of us, pretty much. So how you guys doing? This is Mike, Logan in Flight. Just checking in real quick. Sitting here at Terminal B parking garage on the sunroof. Beautiful day today. Still breezy, so I got my sweatshirt on still. But it's absolutely beautiful out here. People talking earlier about going to Castle Island, which is, looking out here, it's way over there. That's a beautiful place to go. Today's a great day for it, a slight breeze. Planes taking off right over Castle Island. It's a spectacular day for Castle Island. Bring a snack with you. They got Sullivan's over there, but bringing a snack as well is great. Just we'll have a little picnic out there. It's a beautiful place to be. You also get a chance, there's I don't know if you can see it from here, a bunch of islands out here in, so I can see some of them over here. Let's see, got some of them out there. There's one out there called Spectacle Island, which is absolutely beautiful. I think that's the back of it right there, maybe, it's behind the block here. So up at Spectacle Island, absolutely beautiful place. You can also picnic on top of that island. They take a ferry out to it. You can't drive to it or anything like that. You take one of the ferries, get off Spectacle Island. That's a half-day trip if you want to, walking around. You get some great views of Logan from there as well. It's a little bit far away, but you can see everything going on. So that's another real nice place in the summertime to go to, especially on a day like today, where it's not oppressively hot. You're not going to be sweating your brains out. But even if you enjoy that, it's not even a jog. If you're a jogger or a walker, that's a great place to walk as well. So there's plenty of places around here, and all these places I keep saying, and over, man, I can even see over here, over in Deer Island. Where is Deer Island? Way over there. There's also a walking trail out there. You see the jetty on the left, and there's a walking trail that goes around Deer Island. Another beautiful place to go for a nice walk or a jog. So there's all these places here, and all of these places I'm talking about have views of Logan. And so if you're definitely into plane spotting, there's so many places here just to sit down, camp out, relax, and you can watch the planes take off and land and all that kind of fun stuff. So it's all around here. All right, we got some planes coming in finally. Just figured I'd give a little sightseeing tour, some tips around here, places to view Logan Airport, and also just some nice places in general in the summertime. That's what got me out here some more in the last few summers. It's just, especially with the whole COVID thing and everything, getting outside, walking around outside, away from people, and just enjoying it. So, all right, let's get back to this this plane spotting thing. All right, CC wants to open the chat up. All right, we can do that for sure. Yes, I think we can. Let's see if we can do it. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. All right, chat is open to subscribers. Yes, it is. All right. So the chat's open to subscribers. We have our mods on here. I figured I'd give them a break, but they don't want a break, I guess. All right, we have United Airlines coming in here from Chicago. Flight 1976. And we have Delta taking off, heading to San Antonio. Flight 2652. A220. All right, the chat is open. The buffet is full. Chat away if you want to. Let's try to be nice to my mods. Give them some time off. I mean, I'm not going to be out here much longer. I'll be out here for a little bit longer for sure. But they want it open. I don't say no to them. I don't say no to the mods. Hey Randy, how you doing? CC, Capen, Vincent Dance Disco Club. We got everyone coming in here all of a sudden. They just did a runway check on 3-3. The winds are still definitely in favor of 2-2, but we'll see what happens here. All right, next taking off, we have an American Airlines heading to Philadelphia. Philly special, flight 4365. While that's lining up, let me just double check to make sure I don't have any emergencies going on at work that need my attention, which I better not have any. We should be good. All right. Next coming in to Delta from JFK, and like I said, we have the American taking off to Philly. It's a race for either one. See what happens. The floodgates are open, so we have the chat is open, chat is live, chat is real. All right, we'll do the flight from JFK first. Oh, we got the Philly special taking off too. Impatient. Now we'll get the Philly and back to JFK. All right, that was it. All right, we're done. That's everything. No more planes. I'm just checking the radar here, see what's coming in. Next plane coming in is probably about 4 or 5 minutes out. We have a couple. JetBlue heading out to the 2-2. So just so you guys do know, they are using the orange one, 22R, from the top to the bottom, taking off. And 22L is where they're landing in from the top. And taking off on 22R, but the bigger planes will take off on 22L. And like I said, both those runways taking off go right over Castle Island, so that's really cool. Great view from there. All right, just waiting for some planes to happen here. Cape Air, we have only a couple out here now. We got 3 of them out here. This morning, I think it was 9. So those will be switching in and out here all day long. A lot of flights back and forth to the islands, and they go Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, New York, all over the place. A lot of that are anchored out there. Not a lot of movement out there. Some days you got a whole bunch of little sailboats going around. It's fun to watch. So we do boat spotting out here as well. You don't just do don't do planes, you know. You wait for a Codzilla to come back out. That's not Codzilla. It's just a private boat. But when Codzilla comes out, it's crazy what it does out there. Another cool thing with Castle Island, all these boats go in and out of Boston Harbor, and they got to go by Castle Island. If you go to Castle Island on a Sunday night around 4 or so, that's when the cruise ships go out. So you get a cruise ship going out probably about 100 meters from you, 100 feet from you, right off the jetty. So that's really cool to see as well. All right, now we're going to stop our scenic tour here and get back to planes. We got a JetBlue heading to West Palm Beach. Flight 321 and A220. All right, now we're back to planes. Queen Moonsy, how you doing? Good morning. All right, next taking off is a Delta heading to Salt Lake City, an A321 Neo, flight 464. Not quite there yet, so we'll stay in this plane here. This is just a beautiful day today. Donovan, good morning to you. All right, here's flight 464, heading to Salt Lake City, an A321 Neo. Anybody coming in? I do see a plane in the distance. I'll be here in a little bit. Next taking off is an American Airlines, an A321, flight 1892. And it came from Charlotte, so we assume it's going back to Charlotte. Hasn't updated on the radar app. Alex, how you doing? Good morning. Let me see, Jorge Cruz, El Salvador. Hey, all right, good morning. All right, we should have American heading to Miami, 737, 800. There it is. Also have a Delta coming in from Atlanta. We'll stick with the American because it's going to be up close and personal. but behind the bricks. We'll get back to the Delta. It'll be fun getting 4 a.m. head to Logan. Maybe no traffic. That's good. No people. Except people heading to Logan. Yeah, exactly. So you can sleep on the plane if you want to. All right, was that it? We done? Next plane coming in is coming from Reagan. It's about 3-4 minutes away. We got the JetBlue here of the SPF nose. C'est la bleu. So they plug that in so they can communicate with the pilots there. They just unplug it, and then they can disconnect everything, which is already disconnected, it looks like. This is an A321, so we might not get any Logan whale sound out of it. But you never know. This looks like it might be the next plane heading out, and there's a Delta rolling by us here. It looks like maybe going to be hitting the Myrtle Beach. Oh, we have a Delta heading out there right now. Going to be heading to LAX at 757. Rolling up to 22 left or right. We'll see what happens. But we're just sitting here waiting. Do have this Delta here that's going to be heading out. Where's this guy going? That's Myrtle Beach. We'll be heading. But yeah, hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe, turn notifications. The best way you're going to find me out here. Like, even I don't know when I'm going to be out sometimes. This morning was a 50-50 type thing. And I woke up and I'm like, I'm just going to come out here. Everyone in my house was doing things, so it would have been just me sitting around. So anything to avoid yard work, I'm going to go to Logan instead. All right, let's see. We got Delta out there. Not sure if it's going. Oh, this JetBlue's going finally. Not sure if Delta's going to be heading to 22 left or 22 right. It is a bigger plane, but we will see what happens. Right, 22 right, the runway closest to us. Be taking off. Also at the same time, we have a JetBlue coming in from Reagan, an A220, flight 1654. We'll stick with the Delta taking off because that will be right up front and personal. We do have that plane up there on the left coming in, an A220. And we got Delta on the bottom. I'm going to stick with Delta. Maybe go back to JetBlue. Heading to LAX. As that JetBlue just landed safely. And here. Next taking off is a NetJets heading to Teterboro. Cessna Citation longitude. Alright, it's on the roll. These usually take off before we can see them. All right. It's coming in as a Southwest, coming in from Chicago Midway, 737-800, flight 1800. All right, we made it successfully. I hear people talking. I don't know if it's my microphone downstairs or what's picking up. All right, next taking off, we have a Delta heading to Myrtle Beach. The one that just passed in front of us there earlier. And behind that, we have a JetBlue. It's heading to Santo Domingo. They're still making their way up to 22. Myrtle Beach should almost be there. And we have a American Eagle coming in U-175 from Indianapolis. Flight 4716. Still a ways away. Hope you guys are enjoying this though. Just having fun. Feel free to hit that like button if you haven't already. Feel free to subscribe, turn on notifications. It's the best way you're going to find me out here. Like I said, even I don't know when I'm going to come out here. Just depends on schedules and where people are and all that kind of fun stuff. All right, here comes American Eagle from Indianapolis. Alright, should get that American heading to Myrtle Beach. There it is. Flight 5624. Today might be a seafood day. I might head over to that Bell's Seafood there and get some finger seafood for the ride home. Off to Myrtle Beach. All right, next taking off, we have the JetBlue heading to Santo Domingo. Flight 2829 and A321. Should be on the roll any second now. All right, Santo Domingo, we got the SPF 50 right here, taking off. Nose is all set to go, won't get burned. Charles, how you doing? Good morning. Having some fun up here in the sunroof at Logan Airport. Gonna look around here. I wonder if we're gonna be changing runways or something, because it is awfully quiet. Nope, everything's looking good here. All right, so next taking off, we have a Delta. Be heading to Nolans, flight 1398. At least that's the rumor. There we go, clear for takeoff. Heading down to Louis Armstrong International Airport in New Orleans. I hope. Over there is Bayswater Street, by the way, where those houses are. It's another great viewing point. I've had some streams from there before. Off to New Orleans. Next we have Air Canada. It's going to be heading to Toronto. Flight 769 and A320. That's lining up on 22 right now. Oh, we got the rhythm and blues. Alright, there we go again. There we go. Alright. Alright, Air Canada's lined up. I think I just got the call to go. And they should be out of here, heading to Toronto. That'd be fun to do a stream up in Toronto sometime. I mean, I love Logan. If I ever take a trip up there, I'm bringing my cameras with me. Sorry, Cape Air come in here, just parking right there, okay. All right, here's Air Canada heading to Toronto. Star Rider, 100%. Thanks to all the mods. Had a big show last night and gave them this morning off, and they decided they wanted to keep playing. So, all right, 300 likes. All right, thank you guys so much. Everyone's just smashing that button. Woohoo! William, how you doing? Good morning. All right, there's no one lined up to take off. Next coming in, we have American Airlines coming in from Chicago. That's a little ways away still, about 5 miles out. So it's a little bit of a nappy time here at Logan Airport. Call it nappy time when things just get a little quiet. There's no one coming in, no one going out. Happens usually around noon. It's a little bit early today. All kinds of reasons why. Day of the week, everything like that. There's no Condor today. Maybe that's the reason why it's getting slow here. I was wondering if that was coming in today, but Condor does different days of the week, it seems. So, but today's not one of them. I was hoping to see Condor today, but not today. I didn't see Emirates either. Maybe they're taking a day off as well, or maybe just the app didn't have it updated, but I didn't see them anywhere. But if you go on to Discord, I post the special liveries and friends, which, you know, bigger planes, like any 777 or A350-900, Air France, international flights. I'll post those out there as well with time they're coming in. So you can hop on there. If you see some big planes flying around, go on the Discord. That should tell you pretty much, you know, what plane it should be based on the time it was estimated to be in here. But we're just having some fun here, and here comes the sun. No, here comes an American from Chicago. Yeah, you got me singing already. I must be hungry. The PI Cots International Air. Oh, okay. Yeah, beautiful here today. Your old stomping ground here. All right. glad you're able to join us here. Have some fun. Yeah, last minute flight to Martha's Vineyard today. I always wanted to go down to Cape Air and say, hey, what's the next flight going out? And can I be on it? And is there any kind of discount? Like this plane here. Do you have any spots in this plane here? I'll jump out there, and wherever you go, and I'll go for a flight and hopefully get a flight back as well. It'll just be fun. All right, we got JetBlue coming in from Orlando, an A320, flight 352. And a very quiet ATC. It is still on, I believe. I think I just have takeoffs. I don't have the landings on it. All right, we have United lined up in the Denver, an A321neo, flight 414, or 414, they say an ATC there. It's on 22, right. We also have an Air Canada coming in from Toronto, Air Canada Express, I should say. Flight 8692, an E175. That's just about here. I should be able to get that. Operated by Jazz Aviation. Yeah, Cape Air, it's expensive for a little flight, but at the same time, you know, there's a ferries you can get down there and stuff. And by the time things all said and done, the ferry might cost as much as the the flight sometimes. Already in common, thank you so much for your donation. So cool. Every little bit helps here, for sure. And we get United here heading to Denver. A321neo, flight 414. Whales out here making rackets. Our next taking off is American Airlines, heading to Reagan. E175, flight 4366. All right. Jay Dearman, good morning. It's quiet now. It wasn't quiet earlier. It's definitely quiet now. That just happens here. That's especially on the weekends around lunchtime, it gets pretty quiet. Where's my battery at? Oh, battery's just about dead. Hold on 1 second here. Let me change some batteries out. Should be back. All right, what's going on here now? Let's see, nothing out there. We have a porter heading out. We're heading back to Toronto. We have a Delta over Gloucester right now, an A330-900 coming in from London Heathrow. So we'll see that in a little bit. If I can see it at all. I can't see it yet. It is miles away. We got Shannon Carlson here. You can see down Delta 332 take off on 30 minutes. 4-year-old super excited to see Captain Daddy take off and come home to Seattle today. All right. I will stay for that. I was debating getting out of here just because it is slow and it will take a while to catch back up and with my work stuff was going on. But I will stay for that just so we can see Captain Daddy take off heading to Seattle. That'd be pretty cool. But unfortunately, there's nothing else going on before then. We have Porter out there just about getting ready to go. Pretty quiet here in the alley, too. Only 2 JetBlues, a Southwest, 3 Cape Airs, In the partridge in a pear tree. Southwest in the alley. That JetBlue there, I don't really consider that in the alley. That's sort of outside. All right, they got the clearance to take off. We'll see if they come around the corner here. Yeah, just quiet. That's all there is to it. But it's so cool. It's just so much fun here. Still enjoying this. It's a beautiful day. All right, we got a dashboard here. We got a couple planes behind it ready to go as well. Surprised I can still see them. Jeez. Well, the propellers aren't moving now. Uh-oh. That's just the video effect. It being at the same frame rate as the propellers. All right, they're out of here. Next taking off is a JetBlue, an A220 heading to Fort Myers. All right. All right, what we got going on next? We have a Cape Air heading to Martha's Vineyard, Cessna 402. Right. And we have a Delta heading to Wilmington, lining up, flight 5695, E175. I know it's been here, I have not seen it. Waiting for this Delta to take off, heading to Wilmington. Do a little boat spotting while we're out here. Great day for boats too, and everything out here. All right, now we have Delta getting ready to take off now. I have a Cape Air coming in. Didn't even see that in the radar. Coming in from Hyannis. There's a Delta heading to Wilmington. Pat's Fan Champ, how you doing? Good morning. Welcome to the fun. Welcome to Loganinflight. All right, next lining up out here is American Airlines Flight 4500 and E175. We'll be heading to Buffalo, Tatanka. Let's see if we can find that Delta flight. That's Delta 332. Heading to Seattle and see it on the radar. It's not leaving for another half an hour, I guess. But I'll keep an eye out for that for sure. If you're just joining us, welcome to the fun. This is Mike, Logan and Flight here on top of Terminal B, parking garage. What time is it now? 11:30 or so. Been out here for about a couple hours, 2.5 hours. I'm not really sure anymore. You lose track of time when you have all this kind of fun. I'll tell you that. I look up and next thing I know, oh geez, it's 8 p.m. or whatever it is. But I really hope you're enjoying this. I'm having fun out here. It's a little bit slow right now. We got onesie, twosie planes coming in, landing. We got a big plane coming in. I see this wingspan that's huge. This is the Delta coming in from London Heathrow. I just looked up and I saw this wingspan. I'm like, wait a minute, what is that? It's an A330-900. Yeah, Jay Damon, we were talking about that earlier about going to Castle Island today, Spectacle Island, various Winthrop places. Very nice today. Just had an American takeoff. I'm just sticking with, staying with this big Delta here. They made it safely from London Heathrow. All right, next taking off is Delta heading to Charleston, A220. So it's just jumping up. Oh, wrong one here. Where was it? Just said you'll wave to us. Yeah, they'll be passing in front of us here. He's the captain. He's on the left-hand seat, so he'll be on our side. So we should be able to see him. I'll do my best to get him when he goes by here. So the flight number is Delta 332 heading to Seattle. That's what we'll look out for. Not this Delta though. This is the one came in from London Heathrow. MedTech, you would have been proud last night. I think we had over 550 likes by the end of the show. MedTech threw a challenge out there for 520. You guys blew that away. That was pretty cool. This is coming from Dallas Fort Worth, Delta, flight 2351 and A319. Yeah, Shane, I have an app here that will light up when the plane becomes active. So I'll be able to tell where it is even though I can't see it. And as soon as it comes out front here, I will look for the captain. Captain Daddy. You know, that's his official name now. Doesn't matter if you say it's John, Mike, Charlie, whatever it is, his name is now Captain Daddy forever. Which, as a dad, I'm sure he'd be happy with that. All right, we got United Airlines lined up on 22 left, way out there, heading to San Francisco, an A3, 737, MAX 9, flight 1040. Wow, I can't even say things. 1074. Getting my numbers mixed up and my words all mixed up today. Should have had a bigger breakfast. MedTech, I think a 600 challenge would be an extreme situation here. I'm not going to be out here that long. If it happens, it happens. That'd be awesome, but probably only going to be out here for another hour or so. Oh, you find Amsterdam. Is that a JetBlue? Oh, it's on a sim, sorry. You got a Cape Air somewhere. Where is it? There is a Cape Air. Tectum 2012, and I did see a. That's why I saw this plane behind it here. That got my attention first. That's a JetBlue lining up for final. That's what that is. All right. I'm like, what is that? There's the Cape Air coming in from Lebanon, or Lebanon. Yeah, tall ships, container ships, cruise ships, all those get special attention when they're taking off. Now we got a JetBlue heading to Wilmington. A220, flight 1293. Alright, so we got a whole bunch of planes lined up now. It's gone from quiet time to crazy time. Pats fan, see you later. Thanks for stopping in, saying hi. Is that JetBlue coming in from San Juan? have United heading to Newark. Jonathan, how you doing? Good afternoon, morning. Still good. I'll still say good morning. All right, next taking off is American Airlines heading to Syracuse, the E-175. All right. We have that Sun Country heading out to 22 right now as well. You can see it. You can't really see it right now. It's already behind the buildings there. Bob Smith, how you doing? Good morning. You have American Airlines 4721 heading to JFK. And we got American coming in from Dallas, Fort Worth. Oh, the One World special livery. Forgot about that one. We had the One World Alaskan last night. Now we get the One World American today. 737-800, flight 1438. And Jonathan, thank you so much for the 5 months membership. So cool. So you're a member here. We're all one world here, you know? All right, what we got coming in next here? We have a Delta coming in from Detroit, and a 321, and we have a plane. Cessna Citation Bravo, private owner, taking off. All right. So that American over here, there it is. One World, that's going to go out behind where all the Americans park. Next taking off is a NetJets heading to Bedford, which is right behind me. It was about 16 miles away. It might be a repositioned flight. Cessna Citation, longitude. We got a new JetBlue here. What's the name on it? Just plain blue. That's sort of boring. All right, next up is Delta coming in from Pittsburgh. It's flight 5673 and E175. Is this guy making all the noise down there? Alright, next taking off is a JetBlue and A220 heading to JFK. Flight 417. Alright, that JetBlue made it. Check here, make sure I'm not missing anything. Alright, next we have Sun Country. Be heading to Minneapolis. Lined up on 22 right. Go. We got a JetBlue backing up over here. This one's going to be heading to Buffalo, the one that's moving. We should have that Sun Country moving anytime now. There it comes. All right. Heading to Minneapolis, 737-800, flight 252. Right. Oops, wrong button there. How you guys doing? What was that just taken off? I saw here. There it is. Plane sends heading to Teterboro. A Pilatus. All right, next to arrive is Delta coming in from Baltimore, Washington International. E175, flight 5703. All right. All right, next lining up is a Delta. Be heading to Pittsburgh. E175, but a little bit slow again here. It happens. But we still have fun out here. We keep going. There we go. I got clear for takeoff for Brickyard. Nope, sorry about that. Keep pressing buttons here by accident. All right, should have this Delta coming down. E175, there it is. All right, got some new names in here. What's going on? I got Italian Paulie. How you doing? You got Philemon. Yeah, sad about the spirit stuff. You got William over here. How's it going? And we see we got United Airlines coming in from Houston. 737 MAX 8. Yeah, so we had 2 or 3 Frontier this morning come in. They were pretty cool. The Dolphin, the Manatee, and the Monkey. I think the Monkey still might be here. Heading to Savannah. So that's the Citation. Oh, man, can't keep it in frame here. Air Sprint. All right, we got going on here now. Let's see. Next up is American Airlines. But I do see a plane. Sorry, I got a case of the zoomies again. I can't do it that angle. But that's British Airways heading to Miami. Can't quite get it though. More close to Earth here, we have United American Airlines coming in from Miami. Oh, the Southwest Louisiana livery. That's coming in here around noon. Saw that on the roster today. I have to wait for that one. We got a Southwest backing up over here. Well, it's possible. Might park that right there. All right, I do see Delta Flight 332 be heading to Seattle on A321neo. It's still at the gate over at Delta, but it's getting ready to go. I do have it on the radar here. We got Captain Daddy on that one. We got Delta Airlines coming in, and E175 coming in from Philly. There it is. right? Let me see what we got going on here now. Captain Daddy still at the gate. We have a JetBlue heading to Buffalo, flight 1115, an A320. And we have a Southwest coming in. Oh, it's a Southwest special livery, Louisiana 1. I'm sticking with that. That's cool. How's this JetBlue heading to Buffalo that flew by? Is it Southwest? That should be parking over near us. Hopefully they'll park in front of us. That'd be great. All right, very nice. We have a Delta taking off heading to Milwaukee in the 175. I'm gonna fly right over us here and just get this while it's going by us. Up into the brick, lost our respect. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully that'll park in front of us, one of the gates. That'd be neat. All right, we got JetBlue coming in from Fort Lauderdale. A220, flight 1070. Now I have a spider on my computer. Went from a ladybug to a spider. Ladybug is good luck. What's a spider? And why is there a spider on my computer? All right, Louisiana 1 is sort of out of view right now, so we'll get that when it comes back around here, hopefully. Got that Coast Guard boat. I think it's a Coast Guard boat. Looks like one with the colors. Could just be the ferry out here. All right, next to arrive, we have an American Airlines coming in from Philly. Philly special. I gotta get a handheld camera so I can show you pictures of what I'm seeing in front of me here. I got a spider almost on the lens of the camera that I have on me. There's American heading to LaGuardia. We got Louisiana here. Hopefully it'll get closer. We have Captain Daddy's plane rolling around. Might be heading out here. Hope that's not parking right there. Oh, it's probably parking right there. Ah. So we may not see Louisiana 1. Or I want to see it anyways. Southwest has a bunch of gates right down there. Oh well, hey, we can dream. We'll see it when we might see it. I'm not sure much longer it'll be here. Captain Daddy's got my attention, so. All right, what we got going on here next? Here we have a Southwest taking off to St. Louis. 737, 800. Be flight 901. Waiting for that still. We got Delta here. Heading to. That's gonna be heading to Chicago. Yeah, so that Southwest is definitely behind the building. And we got Southwest clear for takeoff, flight 901. That should be popping out here in a second. Here it comes. Right. Sydney, how you doing? Good morning. All right, what we got going on here? So waiting for a Captain Daddy plane. There's like 3 planes playing around back there. They gotta wait to get clearance to move around. So we'll see what that happens. Next taking off is Delta, heading to LaGuardia. And the Ladybug is back. So I have a lot of critters on my computer today. I'm just sitting here on top of a parking garage and I got 2 ladybugs and a spider, and I'm not really attached to anything. So how they get on here, ladybugs can fly, I know that. The spider though, I'm not sure how that got up here, like Spider-Man maybe or something. All right, an A220, heading to LaGuardia. All right, next coming in is Delta Flight 2098, coming in from Austin in A220. All right, the planes are moving up from the Delta terminal. We have a Charlotte plane that will be coming out first, Flight 1904. Behind that is Delta 332 heading to Seattle. That's the Captain Daddy plane. Sorry, that name's gonna be stuck with me forever now. All right, and we have Delta heading to Chicago on A319. Hey, good morning, or good afternoon now. What time is it? 12:08. Yeah, I don't know why I'm out here, but I am. Just a beautiful day out here. Had to come out. I mean, just you got the boats out here, you have the planes, the water, the planes, the water, the planes. All right, so we have the first Delta coming around the corner here. I don't know if we can see it yet, but the first one coming out from behind the scenes here will be heading to Charlotte, and the one behind that is Captain Daddy heading to Seattle. Named by his 4-year-old son. I think it's a 4-year-old son or daughter, I'm not sure. All right, no plane yet, we'll have to wait for this one. All right, let's see what we got here. That's the American. All right, let's go into Charlotte. That is not Captain Daddy. Yeah, the Delta just landed, so that's currently blocking the taxiway. We have Frontier Squirrel Monkey livery taking off on 22 right. It's an A321neo, flight 3511, heading to Atlanta. Also have a plane sense coming in from Presque Isle, 300 miles away. All right, Captain Daddy finally made the taxiway. So we'll get this Frontier and we'll probably zoom right down to Captain Daddy. Those just joining in, Captain Daddy is the captain of a Delta 332 heading to Seattle. And the 4-year-old child wants to see Captain Daddy. All right. This should be Captain Daddy right here. Not sure we're going to be able to see much because it is very bright. But he's looking. When they pass in front of us here, I might get a better view. And I will stay on this plane. All right, we're getting a wave. Come Captain Daddy. All right. Heading to Seattle. So cool. Shana, I hope that's awesome. Hope your 4-year-old got to see that. Now we gotta get the takeoff too. You know, we gotta do the whole deal. All right, that was cool. That's our second pilot wave ever on Logan in flight. Our first one was Spirit Airlines that was parking right in front of us here. That was really cool to see that. All right, we have Southwest coming in. From Dallas, 737, MAX 8, flight 3910. All right, we got the Hi Daddy, all right. That was great, that was so cool. Like I said, now we gotta watch them take off. We can't just do the wave, we gotta get the whole takeoff now. All right, that was neat. That was really neat. The fact that he waved is one thing, but you know, a kid wanted to see their dad, and they're able to see it through here. That's what I love doing this kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff that makes this all worthwhile. Bringing it to you guys, and you guys having that moment of whatever it is. You see a plane that lands that has someone on it, or you see a plane that you like the Louisiana 1 plane that just came in. That's what I enjoy about this. It's just being able to bring this to you guys, and it's just those special moments that can happen that I have no knowledge of that you guys get, and that's the best. That's what I love doing this. So cool, so cool. All right, next taking off, we have American Airlines, flight 1904 heading to Charlotte. And then we have Captain Daddy's flight on taxiway November heading up there. Actually, we have Captain Daddy's flight right there. Heading up to 22 right. And that will be heading to Seattle. But first we have this American here heading to Charlotte. All right, and we got a KPI coming in from Rutland. Ruh-roh. All right. All right, so next taking off will be Captain Daddy heading to Seattle. That's still on November, working its way around. We have a Gulfstream coming in, a G450, coming in from parts unknown. I think I just got a ladybug on me. What's going on here? All right, is that Captain Daddy talking? That could be him on the radio there too. It's turned into the Captain Daddy show. I love it. All right, got this Gulfstream coming in. From parts unknown. All right, Captain Daddy's got clear for takeoff on 22 right, heading to Seattle, an A321neo. Yeah, I hit a like for the 4-year-old that wanted Captain Daddy to give us a wave. Actually, give him a wave. I assume my youngest kid's 4. My youngest kid was a male, so I assume the young kid is a male, but that's just me. So the 4-year-old wanted Captain Daddy to do a wave, and Captain Daddy did a wave. So here they are, heading to Seattle. Not going to zoom in now because they are very busy in the cockpit there. All right, safe travels. And there we go, Captain Daddy heading to Seattle. Hopefully Captain Daddy coming back soon, or I'm not sure where home is for Captain Daddy. But Shanna, you 4-year-olds, so much, thank you so much. It adds a little fun to this whole thing, and just glad I was able to do this for you. All right, they're behind the brick. They're off to Seattle. And it's Delta heading to Minneapolis. One more shot here at Captain Daddy's flight. All right, safe travels. Maybe I'll see you again sometime. That was awesome. All right. I think I'm going to call it, just because this is a pop-up show here, just to have some fun. And we had some fun with different planes. Had some Frontier come in. Captain Daddy's show here. That was awesome. That was really cool. And I'm just glad you guys came along. Get those likes out there. So cool. And you see Captain Daddy is going home to Seattle. All right. So maybe we'll see Captain Daddy out here again sometime. But I want to thank you guys for hopping in this morning, the mods. Wanted me to turn this thing on, so we had everyone in the chat here. So cool. Glad you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, I just, I don't know what else to say. Just had fun here. I will talk to you guys later. I'm not sure when I'll be on again. Possibly Monday, maybe Tuesday. I try to do it with events that are going on in my life. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, earlier I had some work calls. I will follow up on those and see if that dictates the rest of my week. We'll find out. But yeah, 450 likes, so cool. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. I will see you next time, whenever that is. Have a great afternoon, a great rest of the weekend, a great Sunday, and until we meet again, I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.